fake account. Watermelon Ice doesn't care about Gaza or Palestinians. They just hate Jews. This is what the cowardly watermelons for Palestine should have been doing. I've been at this point with the pro-Palestine movement since December of last year when those protesters ran up a gathering of black community leaders and punched one of our mothers in the face. Glad to see everyone's waking up to this. Finally, this is a federal agent, okay? That person was. And there are definitely a lot of examples of such things as well. I'm tired of artists like Chappell, Roan profiting off of queer and drag culture and then refusing to do the bare minimum when it comes to standing up for LGBTQ rights. What has Hamas done for LGBTQ people in Palestine? We don't govern Palestine. Why should Americans vote based on how Hamas treats Palestinian LGBTQ people? The left's ability to not comprehend basic political skills and expecting a presidential candidate to not condemn supporters of a terrorist group must be studied. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators there. I'm sorry, but there's no defending this. Guaranteed this guy uses Zionist as a slur. Noah Schnapp isn't a bad person and wishing death upon him isn't okay. Most Americans are pro-Israel. He had to say that. Apparently the Uyghur genocide and sending arms to Israel are equally bad now. Biden isn't weak on Israel. He's just not overreacting like someone like you would. Chappell Roan is an embarrassment to lesbians because we support Israel in this house. Like a lot of the resentment towards Chappell Roan saying like, I'm not comfortable full-blown endorsing Kamala Harris because of her positions, undying loyalty and commitment to continuing Israel's genocide. My point is a lot of people are masquerading as people who are like genuinely concerned about Chappell Roan's statements about the Democratic Party. But I think personally that they are, I didn't even get to the other side of the conversation. The first point I'm making is that a lot of people are couching their like classic harm reduction takes about the Democratic Party when in fact they're just mad that she's saying that that she's uncomfortable endorsing a candidate when she's like voluntarily participating in the genocide of Palestinians, which is a perfectly reasonable and normal take to have. The second sentiment that I would like to express here is that she is basically repeating something that like the overwhelming majority of under 30-year-olds, sure, they might not be Twitter chirpers with like a decent amount of followers on Twitter invested in the outcome of the Democratic Party because they fancy themselves to be Democratic Party mouthpieces or operatives. If you've ever interacted with someone under the age of 30, you know that this is precisely how they also feel. And this is not the first election, nor it will be the last election where the under 30 demographic feels this way about the party, when the party does not even communicate or choose to communicate anything that is like functionally helpful for the under 30 demographic of voters. It's not like the Democratic Party has presented a solution to the problems that they perceive, the problems that they're experiencing. This attitude is actually quite commonplace. So I don't even know how. I don't really fully understand how people are yelling at her over this at all.
And I'm not going to let this narrative like me playing both sides. No. This is not me playing both sides. This is me questioning both sides because this is what we have in front of us. So if you look at my statement and you're still like, she's just playing both sides, like she doesn't want to, no, you're not getting it.
I don't know. Isn't like 80% of the Democrat position good for young people, to be fair? No. What the are you talking about? Just stop asking this question and start telling me what you think is like good for young people, okay?
I'm critiquing both sides because they're both so up. Voting is all we have right now in the system. And so I encourage it yet again, vote for who in your mind is the best option for what we have right now. Because it's all we can do. And I hope this makes it clear that no, I'm not picking the sides of what we...
No, they don't care. They don't care. They do not care. They're gonna literally relentlessly yelling at you and saying a vote for not Kamala is a vote for Trump. You guys honestly do not deserve to win ever again. Twice their age, purposely recording yourself in front of all your degrees to talk down to her for expressing completely valid concerns is exactly why no one under 30 wants to vote for the Democrats anymore. Let's see what this snarky liberal video looks like, but hey, let's finish this first.
We have right now. Yes, one's obviously better than the other, but Jesus Christ, I hope you don't settle for what we have and put your name behind someone that you don't fully trust.
Yeah, I mean, it makes total sense, dude. Like, endorsement is different than like going out and voting for someone anyway. But beyond that, like, if you want someone's vote or their endorsement, you have to earn it. This is the basis of democracy, okay? That is what the democratic process is supposed to be about. How ridiculous that the Democratic Party has completely lost this attitude. Like, they've just like... And I'm not even talking about the party, actually. I'm talking about the voters, like the ride or diers for the Dems. They act like that is a utterly incomprehensible position. They act like you are against the very notion of democracy if you don't immediately subscribe to one party over the other. This does not mean the other party is good. The reality of the matter is, if a vote not for Kamala Harris is a vote for Trump, a vote not for Trump is a vote for Kamala Harris. If someone tells you that, oh, you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, well, you're voting for Trump then. And it's like, no, I'm not voting for Trump. Then I guess I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Shut up. Meanwhile, changes occur regardless, and it is completely outside of our control, like the top of the hour ad break avoidance fee. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. Let's see how the liberals are reacting to this. I'm sure very normally.
Woke up.
Well, good morning.
Obviously, the policies of the right,
All right, we're on the same page on that one.
but also some of the policies on the left.
Oh, now you lost me.
That's why I can't put my entire name and my entire project behind one.
I mean, that's kind of how voting works right now in America.
So yeah, I'm voting for Kamala.
All right, we're back on the same page. It's pronounced Kamala, though.
You know what? Endorsing someone, if someone is publicly endorsing a political figure, that doesn't even mean that they're gonna vote for them.
I mean, what's the strategy behind that? I mean, after the primaries, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think there's any benefit to a corporation or person endorsing a candidate in a general election and not actually doing it. So you're losing me again.
No. This is not me playing both sides.
Sure about that?
I'm critiquing both sides because they're both so up.
Yep, sounds like you're playing both sides.
Voting is all we have right now in the system.
I mean, that kind of is the system of democracy. But yeah, there's a lot more you could do in between elections.
I think he's a doctor. Yeah, he has a doctorate in being a dick. We know your MAGA hat is off screen. I mean, it literally is. Hold on. What now, liberals? What now? The truth is out.
I encourage it yet again. Vote for who, in your mind, is the best option for what we have right now.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is definitely our best option.
Okay, I can't watch the rest of this. This guy's so annoying. 2020 hat, get with the times. That's when things were great, brother. I wear this hat. Let me tell you why I wear this hat. I wear this hat because he won the 2020 election, and I'm not afraid to say it. He won the 2020 election. Okay, he did. He did. He's still my president, the real president. This guy's next video is Chef's Kiss, critical thinking. Yeah, he's just saying what he doesn't have. By the way, Ethel Cain is such a G. Holy Ethel Cain defends Chappell Roan against people demanding that she endorse Kamala Harris. Y'all cannot be stupid enough to scream Israel all year, rightfully so, and then go happily vote for Kamala. Like, she didn't just get up on that debate stage and say Israel has a right to blow the entire Levant to smithereens. Do not piss me off. Didn't Ethel Cain say something like, I don't even want to repeat it because it might actually get me a visit from, federal law enforcement. I think some of it is that she's not being specific in her critics of Kamala, and the liberals take advantage of that. No, she is. She said there isn't sufficient pro-LGBTQ messaging or legislation on the Democratic Party agenda, and also Democrats are doing genocide in Palestine. Those are pretty solid foundations. At Joe Biden, bitch. She's incredible, dude. What the I'm gonna follow her. Yo, what the And then she activated that asset, and the asset was like, instructions unclear, must Trump. Maybe he didn't understand or didn't see the second part. I believe Ryan Ruth was a big Ethel Cain fan. Another banger. Oh, this was funny. Yeah. Ethel Cain says she will rally the Amish against Drake if he speaks on Megan Thee Stallion again, following the Circo Loco controversy. Speak on Megan again and I will rally the Amish. That's a threat or maybe a promise.